Good morning. Buenos dias. Saha no. Dobre utra and dobre ranok. Uh, Again, need to learn more of those languages and how to say good morning. I don't know how to do anything else in Ukrainian except good morning, good day, maybe good afternoon. Got to learn a few more things in that. Um, but luckily, it's fairly similar to Russian. So, anyways, good morning. Threw this together really quick. Was listening to something and it made me think because of the topics that I was going through. I was going through a book, a philosopher's note over at heroic.us. If you don't know of that, check it out because it's super awesome. But I was going through this book, Think Like a Warrior by Darren Donnelly. And then also was listening to Mental Performance Daily by Brian Cain. And they all kind of came together. So I wanted to throw this together and ask you a question for the day. Question for the day is, what advertising are you paying attention to? How are you advertising to yourself? That's the big question for today. What ads do you pay attention to? And I'm not talking about the ads that you see. I'm talking about the ads that you give yourself. People are like, I hate ads. Yes, ads can be a pain in the butt, especially when you're advertising to yourself about how crappy things are or how there's no possibility for a better future, or how if only this would have happened in the past, I would be in a different place. Well, you're right here where you are right now, so accept it. That's just how it is. I have to tell myself that. Yesterday morning, I was in a really pissy attitude, really pissy mood. Just, and I'll read you this. This is a good quote from Brian Cain, that does this mental performance mastery coaching. And the quote is, remember, depression is obsession with the past. Anxiety is obsession with the future. And optimal performance is obsession with the present. So he's a sports peak performance, mental performance coach. But a lot of the reason I love mental performance coaching for sports is because it's so applicable to real life, business, personal, relationships, doesn't matter. It applies. And that's why I got into these Darren Donnelly books and had planned on doing like a series based on these 6 books that he wrote. But this popped up. So I thought I'd just talk about this instead, because it's important to know how we are advertising to ourselves. And I just wanted to put that out there, to put it in your mind for the day, to see how you're advertising to yourself. Because as an example, yesterday, I was advertising to myself about, crap, there's all these things that just happened last week with this class I did, and it didn't work out like I wanted, and I got all this stuff coming up, and bills and different things, and so it's like depression, anxiety, blah, all together, where I wasn't obsessing necessarily, but I was spending way too much time in 2 places that you can't be. You can't be in the past. You can't be in the future. You can be right now, right here. And you can obsess about that and what you can do to make progress. So I hope that makes sense. I have to, like I just had to remind myself yesterday morning about it. Luckily, I had a meeting I had to get on, and I needed to be in a better state for that meeting, and I needed to flip back into go mode and be present and be in the moment for what I needed to achieve and the objective for that meeting. So think about that for today. How are you advertising to yourself? Advertise to yourself in a way that promotes success in what you're doing in the moment. And you can accept what happened in the past and realize, and you can acknowledge that. Just don't live there. Go there, visit, be like, yep, that sucked. Okay, back to now. Go to the future. Okay, yep, that's a little stressful. But then look at as we talked about like a weeks ago or whatever it was, the hope that you can create from that. You put them all together. So I'm gonna have an exercise for you. I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I try to hit like 8:30 and 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll see. My schedule's kind of changing a little bit, but I'm sticking to around this time. as much as possible so that you can, like, then you know what's happening. You can be like, oh crap, I need to stay off of social media at 8:30 and 5:30 because Travis is coming on there to talk about stuff. Or you could be like, cool, Travis is coming on there. I want to listen to him ramble a little bit, and it kind of makes me think different. So, that said, have an amazing day because it's better than the alternative.